I think the only reason they are keeping the Igbos right now is if the Igbos should leave Nigeria today, then the whole thing will crumble. And look around you, look at the elders. You see, they are not really calling for war because they've seen war. I can assure you that 90% of the people calling for war right now are young people. But trust me, when war starts, when people start committing war crimes, you start crying for ceasefire. Otutu Oma. Is that how to say good morning, Igbo? Yeah. Otutu Oma. Agunagumu. I'm hungry. And Yemego is give me money, okay? So, hope you all are having a beautiful time. First of all, let me start by saying congratulations to the indigenous people of Biafra. You know why? Because the Prime Minister, the person of Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister in exile, has promised to declare Biafra a sovereign state by the 2nd of December 2024. And once again, big congratulations. Now, before we proceed, shall we discuss the consequences of what Simon Ekpa has promised to do in few months? Because as we all know, as it stands, Biafra is still part of Nigeria. As at today, we call it the Southeast. The first question we need to ask ourselves is, what will happen if Prime Minister Simon Ekpa announced or declared Biafra a sovereign state? And what will happen if we now have people, because right now we know the Biafra people have their own soldiers, what will happen if those soldiers are willing to carry out the order or orders from the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa? Don't get me wrong, I know the Igbos want Biafra. I'm a Yoruba boy, and if the government say, okay, we need to vote if we want the Igbos to go, bro, I will waste no time. Immediately I'm going to turn, let them go, because they've been saying they want to go for a long time. So why keep them if they don't want to be part of the country? I mean, it's okay to let them go. At a point in time, Singapore was part of Malaysia. But look at Singapore and Malaysia today. They are doing just okay. If they say they want to go, why not allow them to assemble their leaders and sign a document, diplomatically, so they can exit Nigeria? It shouldn't be a do or die affair. We've been together for a long time. There's no development. If they say they want to develop their own country on their own, so be it. I think the only reason they are keeping the Igbos right now is if the Igbos should leave Nigeria today, then the whole thing will crumble, because everyone will leave. The Yorubas will have their own nation, and the Northerners will have their own nations. And that is one thing the leaders of Nigeria right now, can afford, because they are gaining so much from Nigeria being Nigeria. I know for the fact that Simon Ekpa means well for the Biafra people, but the reality is the only people that will get to Biafra are the leaders from the Southeast, not Simon Ekpa. I mean, that is the only way out. You need the elders, the leaders from the Southeast to come together and say, enough is enough. I tell you, if you have your elders, the leaders come together today, less than 1 year, you are going to get Biafra. But trust me, Simon Ekpa is not going to get you Biafra. He's only going to bring war to your doorsteps. You all know why your leaders will never come together for Biafra, because they are as corrupt as the leaders from the southwest or the northern part of Nigeria. They make so much fortune from Nigeria. And I know by now you are beginning to see a lot of, tweets coming from the southeast. You have the soldiers who are saying, oh, we are ready for war. We are the Biafra soldiers, and all these things. It's fine. But bro, don't call for war. War is never good for business. All you need to do right now is look at what is happening in Ukraine, Palestine, Israel, or Lebanon, and ask yourself if war is the solution to the problem, if war will actually bring you the realization of Biafra. And look around you, look at the elders. You see, they are not really calling for war because they've seen war. I can assure you that 90% of the people calling for war right now are young people who were born probably early 90s, people who were, less than 30 years old or 30 years of age are the ones constantly calling for war. I am 32. I have never seen or experienced or witnessed war in my life. So which means any Nigerian in that age range probably have never witnessed any war. So right now you think you are ready for war because you have not witnessed one. But trust me, when war starts, when people start committing war crimes, you start crying for ceasefire. That is the reality. You know why? Because it's nearly impossible to win this kind of war against the state. And what if at the end of the war, if we are still unable to get the result we wanted, if we fight and lose so much lives, and at the end of the day there's nothing as Biafra, what happens then? I am not condemning you, asking for Biafra. The only thing I'm condemning right now is you asking for war, you saying you are ready for war. As a Yoruba person, I am concerned what will happen if Simon Ipa eventually declare Biafra as a sovereign state, and we have Biafra soldiers who are willing to carry out his orders. What will happen? Because right now, war hasn't started. They are already burning down the government's facilities. They are already lynching and tormenting the uniformed personnel. What if Simon Ipa declare Biafra as a sovereign state? What do you think these guys will do to the uniformed personnel? What do you think they will do to the Nigerian government facilities and infrastructures in the southeast? And what do you think the response of the Nigerian government will be when Simon Ipa eventually declares Biafra as a sovereign state? I understand. I know you are fighting for the right cause. But sometimes we need to sit and think, if there is a better solution or if there is a better way to go about it than asking for war. We can still do it diplomatically. It doesn't matter how long it takes. We just need to keep fighting as long as the cause is justified. One day, the realization of Biafra would come to pass. So please, my brothers and sisters from the East, please, it's not time for war. Look at us right now. There's no war going on and we are struggling to survive. What happens when, we start killing each other? Please, let us discourage people pushing for war. Because at the end of the day, no one wins a war. We just have losses from both sides. And it's not worth it, to be sincere. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor by smashing the like and subscribe button. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.